This is Galway, May 9th, 10th, and 11th. For the starter division, it's actually May 10th. We do both dressage and cross country in the same day. This is about 2:50 in the afternoon, and it's pretty scorching, 102, 103 at this time. Our warm-up was pretty brief, but he was ready to go. We had really worked on our dressage. I was really happy with the prep. As we did this, there's certainly a lot of room for improvement, but it seemed like a good ride, a better ride than we'd done. Our best had been in schooling at 37 score, and then our first one in January was a 39. Since then, we've had a 43 and a 44, and so I was hoping we'd get in the mid-30s, 34, 35, 36, something of that nature. When I finished the test, I thought we had done that, but for some reason my score took a while to show up, and the longer it took to show up, the more worried I was. There you see that head bob, so that definitely worked against us. And when I saw it, I was just stunned. We had a 53.7. I've never had as bad of a score. And I don't know what the judge was seeing and what I was missing. I should have probably protested. I did end up going to see the TD after the cross country, which was later in the day, 2.5 hours later, and she went over the scoring with me. She made it clear she wasn't going to be able to change the score. I should have protested earlier. But she also said, after looking at the first score of the entrance and comments, that she wouldn't have scored it that way. So I don't know if this judge just didn't like Arabians. I'm not sure. The rider behind me got a 58. So, I'm not sure about that either. I would have thought both of us would have fallen off to get the horse to get a score like that, but that's maybe not the case. Others did not get those scores, so I'm not sure at all. Certainly, at any show, any of my next shows, I'm going to look for that judge and see if I can get into a different grouping if possible, because I do think there was something there that the judge didn't like how we looked. So maybe she doesn't like Arabians versus warm bloods. Who knows? But we did our best, and we're going to keep doing our best, and it'll serve to push us harder to work on dressage. It also pushed us harder to really. I was determined to get a double clear in both cross country and show jumping, and then the score is what it is. So. The rider after me, I'm sure, felt the exact same motivation. We end up, both the rider behind me that got the 58 and me, we both went double clear, and we went from 7th and 8th place to 3rd and 4th place overall. So it certainly helped the motivation, and it will in the future. There's no question we need to work harder at dressage. His talent is athleticism and jumping. We've got to hone that talent and use dressage as a discipline as well and get good at it. And so we're working hard at that. So moving on to cross country, he was raring to go. The temperature may have gone down 2 degrees, so at 100 or 101, but it was still hot. It didn't seem to hurt him, though. There didn't seem to be any wear and tear at all. He was fast through cross country. He didn't lose anything the next day in show jumping, so the heat didn't seem to bother him at all. Thank you. He always starts off a little fast, and like here, after that first jump, he's going a little bit quick, and so I have to get his mind back on me.
Hey.
And get him to be responsive, which he has been much more responsive than the first one in January. And even the second one, which he did really well in, and he was listening, he was even better than that. So you can see he fixes on the jumps very, very quickly. He jumps them really efficiently. We're taking fairly wide lines because we're at a good clip, and we're probably we're faster than optimum time right now, so I'm going to need to use a little bit of, longer lines to make sure we come in at the right time.
Hey.
Some of the longer runs without a jump, he can push to get going a little bit. So keeping him in that steady mode keeps him a lot calmer, and so he doesn't feel like he has to go full out.
Hey.
You can see on some of those straightaways is where he likes to keep going.
Easy.
So now we could have, if he would have kept going, we would have bypassed this jump. So getting his mind back on the jump, get him on the curve. And so even coming up here and doing a slight curve to the jump helps keep him steady versus running a little bit loose. That jump, he jumped super efficient. In the last event, that same jump he jumped huge, way bigger than the jump.
Easy.
Right here, I'm going to take a little bit longer route to get to the water, and I'm going to deliberately push him a little bit to canter in the water. Because a lot of times he'll slow down and trot. And if we want to go to the next level, he's going to need to canter through it. So last two jumps, this is a big log. You could have taken the ditch, we took the log. And then we made the finish. Our time was really, really good. About a little bit faster than optimum, but well within the range.
Whoa, good boy.
So starting in the show jumping, it was a little crazy in the practice ring, but we did really well. Or he did really well. His practice, he was very controlled, and again, as always, very efficient. So I felt really good coming in here. And I started off at an easy pace. Probably I should have a touch more energy. The first and second jump, no problem. But this third jump, maybe we were a little too relaxed because we're coming around here, and he just clips it. He doesn't drop it, but he just clips it. You can't really even see it, and it takes us offline a little bit because it surprised me. And then I said, okay, a little more energy for both of us. We end up double clear. We're gonna go to Santa Ynez in June and do shepherds, and I'm gonna take it up a notch to beginner novice. I think his jumping certainly warrants that, and the dressage part we'll just have to continue to work on and work it out. but I think he's ready to jump a little bit higher. He's already in practice jumping beginner, novice, and novice. So it was a good show, really good, really enjoyable. I'm looking forward to Santa Ynez in June.